Valley, Deighton.
We will not be beaten.
Batley, Colne Valley, Deighton.
We will not be beaten.
Batley, Colne Valley, Deighton.
We will not be beaten.
Well, we're protesting against the closure of the swimming pool in Slough and also the closure of the sports centres at Deighton and in Batley. I think it's disgusting that Cal have been allowed to do this, and I think it raises real questions about Cal and the council's influence on Cal, and I think Cal ought to be taken back into proper council management. When I was a kid, I never learnt to swim. For various complicated reasons, and it was only as an adult that I began, and I went on this journey from being a total non-swimmer to swimming on the Barrier Reef in Australia, and Colne Valley Leisure Centre, the swimming pool there was a really important part of that journey, and I'd hate other people to be refused those opportunities that I've had, so the council ought to do everything it can to reopen the swimming pools.
Well, what worries me more than anything is the strategic vision for what is the future of the leisure services in Kirklees. It's not just keeping the pools open, which is fantastic, which we all want to do, but are we going to be back here next year looking for more money? Who is monitoring what is being spent and how it's being spent? So I think there's a strategic plan that needs to be put in place, and it needs to be monitored, because otherwise we might get something this year, we might not, but you can guarantee we're going to be back in the same place next year.
And actually run as a leisure facility rather than as a business. And I think that the very fact that Kirklees Active Leisure were offering its staff voluntary redundancies before Christmas was a clear sign to our members that the writing was on the wall for them as well.
As a councillor, I've been really annoyed that we've not been consulted or spoken to before it happened. Everybody says they didn't know. Well, yeah, but they have to do the swimming lessons, so people must have known about that. And there are 2 councillors who are on the trustees. So we want to work with the council and with Cal to work out how we can sort this situation. We don't want it to be a kind of attacking them, because I do think at the end of the day this is to do with austerity. I totally believe the cutbacks. We're even having to privatise our youth service, for goodness sake.
Thank you. I'm here to speak on behalf of the campaign group and a member of Deighton as well, and one of the users. And as Basil has said, this does have a massive impact. I'm a PE teacher by trade, and I can tell you that when it comes to organising fixtures and running clubs, you cannot just find a new venue. You can't just cancel your fixtures. And this is what has had to happen due to this closure. And it's forced us to have to bring a campaign together, bring the community together and campaign against this, because the strength of feeling is there. We've had so much over the years taken away from us, and the children really need this, as do the adults.
Well, by speaking to the councillors, we're lobbying them to say that they have, first of all, got the financial resources to ensure that these centres stay open. But in reality, they've outsourced the management of these centres to a company called Kirklees Active Leisure. And so we're demanding that the council bring them back in-house and that the council runs these facilities for the community of Kirklees.